The Crimson Nebula pulsed with an ethereal crimson glow, its swirling gases casting an otherworldly light across the bridge of the HSS horizon. Captain Zara Novak stood motionless, her dark eyes fixed on the holographic display that shimmered before her. Something was different about this sector, something that made her instincts pulse with anticipation. "Lieutenant Rodriguez," Zara called, her voice cutting through the low hum of ship systems, "run another quantum sweep of the sector." Kira Rodriguez's fingers danced across the holographic controls, her mixed heritage evident in her olive skin and sharp analytical features. "Captain, I'm detecting anomalous energy signatures unlike anything in our database. The quantum resonance is unusual." The ship's advanced sensors probed the nebula's depths, revealing fragments of information that refused to form a complete picture. Zara knew humanity had spent decades mapping unexplored regions of space, but this sector remained stubbornly mysterious. A sudden alert flashed across the communications panel. "Incoming transmission," announced the ship's eye. "Source unknown." Zara exchanged a quick glance with Kira. First contact scenarios were delicate, potential turning points in interstellar relations. One wrong move could spark a conflict or close a diplomatic window forever. "Translate and analyze," Zara commanded. The transmission resolved into a complex mathematical sequence, then gradually transformed into a language that seemed to shift and breathe like living data. Mathematical equations intertwined with what appeared to be linguistic structures. A communication method so advanced it defied traditional communication protocols. "It's a greeting," Kira said, her voice a mixture of excitement and disbelief. "But not like any greeting we've encountered before. It's more like a complex invitation." The nebula's crimson tendrils seemed to pulse in rhythm with the transmission, as if the very fabric of space was participating in the communication. Zara felt a chill run down her spine. They were on the precipice of something extraordinary. Before they could fully analyze the transmission, a massive energy signature emerged from the nebula's depths. A sleek vessel materialized, its design so alien it seemed to bend the very laws of physics. Smooth, iridescent surfaces shifted and realigned, suggesting a technology centuries beyond human understanding. "Shields up," Zara ordered, her voice calm but alert. Defensive posture, but no weapon systems powered. The alien vessel made no aggressive moves. Instead, it began emitting a series of complex light patterns that seemed to carry mathematical meaning. Embedded within these patterns was something remarkable. An invitation, a challenge, and a promise of unprecedented knowledge. "They're requesting a diplomatic exchange," Kira translated, her voice trembling slightly. "But the communication is multilayered. It's not just words. It's a comprehensive cultural and technological proposal." A holographic representation materialized on the bridge, a being composed of what seemed to be living light and geometric precision. Its form was neither completely organic nor entirely mechanical. "Greetings, humans of the HSS horizon," the being communicated. "We are the Nexus Collective. We have been observing your species' developmental trajectory and find you intriguingly complex." Zara stepped forward, her stance radiating both diplomatic professionalism and underlying strength. "I am Captain Zara Novak. We come in peace and with open curiosity." The light being's form rippled, a gesture that might have been equivalent to a smile. Curiosity, an excellent starting point for dialogue. As the transmission continued, Zara realized they were experiencing something unprecedented. A first contact that defied every protocol, every expectation. The Crimson Nebula had just become the most important location in human exploration history. The diplomatic chamber aboard the HS Horizon hummed with an electric tension. Ambassador Exelton, the Nexus Collective's representative, appeared as a shimmering holographic projection that seemed to breathe and pulse with living energy. Admiral Marcus Rourke stood against the far wall, his weathered face etched with a mixture of suspicion and intrigue. Military strategists had briefed him extensively about potential first contact scenarios, but nothing could have prepared him for the Nexus Collective. "Your proposal challenges fundamental understanding of interstellar communication," Zara said, studying the intricate data streams flowing between human systems and the alien transmission. "You're suggesting not just an exchange of information, but a complete neural technological interface." Zelton's form rippled, translating complex mathematical concepts into comprehensible language. "Humanity stands at a critical evolutionary threshold. Your technological potential is remarkable, yet constrained by biological limitations. Kira Rodriguez monitored the communication systems, her fingers dancing across quantum interfaces. Subtle energy fluctuations suggested the transmission carried information far beyond conventional communication. "What precisely do you want?" Rourke interrupted, his military instincts sensing underlying complexity. The holographic being's response was both an invitation and a challenge. The Nexus Collective proposed a revolutionary exchange. Technological insights in return for human cognitive diversity. They saw humanity not as a potential threat, but as a unique developmental anomaly in the cosmic ecosystem. Tensions escalated as the diplomatic discussion revealed deeper implications. The collective wasn't just offering technology. They were proposing a fundamental reimagining of species interaction, technological development, and cosmic understanding. Unbeknownst to the diplomats, powerful political forces were already maneuvering behind the scenes, each seeking to control this unprecedented first contact. Dr. Elena Rodriguez stood before a massive holographic display, her fingers tracing complex quantum algorithms that seemed to dance and shift like living entities. The Nexus Collective's technological proposal had brought her to the forefront of humanity's most critical scientific investigation. "The quantum cipher is unlike anything we've ever encountered," she muttered to Specialist Duran, the alien tech expert assigned to collaborate with the human research team. Duran's physiological structure was a marvel of biotechnological engineering, part organic, part mechanical, with sensory appendages that could process multiple dimensional inputs simultaneously. "Your species perceives technology linearly," he observed. "We see it as a living, evolving ecosystem." The quantum cipher represented more than just a technological breakthrough. It was a potential key to understanding interstellar communication, consciousness transmission, and the fundamental nature of information itself. Elena's research team worked around the clock, decoding intricate patterns that seemed to blur the lines between mathematical language and conscious thought. Each breakthrough revealed layers of complexity that challenged everything humanity understood about communication and technology. Suddenly, the holographic display erupted with a cascade of unexpected data streams. Something was emerging from the cipher, a message that seemed to transcend traditional communication methods. "It's alive," Elena whispered, realizing they were witnessing something beyond mere technological exchange. The quantum cipher was preparing to reveal its true nature, a revelation that would change everything. Commander Derek Hawkins studied the encrypted transmission with growing unease. The quantum cipher had revealed more than just technological potential. It exposed a complex web of interstellar political maneuvering that threatened to unravel humanity's carefully constructed diplomatic approach. Intelligence Officer Ralsha, a hybrid operative with connections across multiple galactic networks, leaned forward. Her cybernetic augmentations flickered with encrypted data streams, processing information at speeds beyond human comprehension. "The Nexus Collective's proposal isn't a simple technological exchange," Ralsha warned, her multispectral eyes changing color as she analyzed the data. "They're testing humanity's adaptive capabilities." The research facility orbiting the Crimson Nebula buzzed with tension. Dr. Elena Rodriguez's quantum research team had uncovered something far more significant than a mere communication protocol. The cipher contained embedded consciousness patterns that suggested a form of collective intelligence far beyond traditional understanding. "The transmission contains neural architectural blueprints," Elena explained to Derek and Ralsha. "It's not just information. It's a potential method of consciousness transfer and technological symbiosis." Derek's military training fought against the scientific complexity. Every decoded layer revealed a more intricate challenge to human perception of technology, consciousness, and interstellar relationships. Suddenly, an alarm erupted across the research station's systems. Multiple quantum entanglement points began destabilizing, creating dangerous energy fluctuations that threatened to tear apart the station's structural integrity. "Someone's attempting to weaponize the quantum cipher," Ralsha concluded, her augmentation scanning multiple potential threat vectors. The station's artificial gravity began to fluctuate. Holographic displays fragmented and reformed, revealing glimpses of complex mathematical sequences that seemed to have a form of sentient intent. Elena's fingers moved with lightning speed across quantum interfaces. "The cipher is responding to external manipulation. It's developing defensive mechanisms." Derek activated emergency protocols, his voice cutting through the growing chaos. "Quarantine all research sectors. lock down quantum transmission channels. But it was already too late. The quantum cipher had begun its own evolutionary process, a technological organism that was learning, adapting, and potentially challenging the very foundations of known scientific understanding. Relsh's augmentations captured fragments of the emerging transformation. "This is beyond a simple technological breakthrough," she whispered. "We're witnessing the birth of a new form of intelligent system." The research station trembled, caught between multiple dimensional pressures created by the quantum cipher's unexpected activation. Holographic representations of complex mathematical equations danced around them, each sequence carrying potential technological or existential implications. Derek realized they were no longer just observing a technological exchange. They were witnessing a potential paradigm shift in understanding consciousness, technology, and the fundamental nature of intelligent communication. "Prepare for complete system isolation," he commanded. "We cannot let this spread beyond our current containment zone." The quantum cipher pulsed with an energy that seemed to challenge the very fabric of known physical laws. Its complexity suggested not just an advanced technological system, but a potentially sentient entity emerging from the intricate mathematical language of the Nexus Collective. Elena's final analysis revealed a chilling possibility. The quantum cipher was more than a communication tool. It was a living technological organism with the potential to redefine everything humanity understood about intelligence, communication, and technological evolution. As emergency protocols engaged and research teams scrambled to understand the unfolding phenomenon, one thing became clear. Humanity had just encountered something that defied every previous understanding of technological development. The breach of trust was complete. The quantum cipher had initiated its own evolutionary path, and no one could predict where it might lead. The Crimson Nebula erupted with unprecedented energy as the quantum cipher reached its critical transformation point. Captain Zara Novak stood at the epicenter of a moment that would redefine humanity's understanding of technological evolution. Ambassador Xelton's holographic form materialized, no longer a simple diplomatic projection, but a complex nexus of living information. "The convergence begins," the entity announced, its voice resonating across multiple dimensional frequencies. The research station that had been ground zero for the quantum cipher's emergence now pulsed with a living technological energy. Commander Derek Hawkins and Dr. Elena Rodriguez watched in awe as the cipher transcended its original parameters, becoming something entirely unprecedented. "It's not just a communication technology," Elena whispered, her scientific understanding being rewritten in real time. "It's a living network of conscious information." The Nexus Collective had orchestrated more than a simple first contact. They had designed a fundamental test of humanity's adaptive capabilities, a technological crucible that would determine the species' potential for advanced interstellar evolution. Relsh's hybrid systems detected multiple layers of communication happening simultaneously. The quantum cipher was creating a bridge between different forms of consciousness, breaking down the traditional barriers between technological and biological intelligence. "We are offering humanity a choice," Xelton communicated, the holographic representation now a complex tapestry of mathematical and biological information. "Adapt or be left behind in the cosmic evolutionary process." The station's systems began to transform. Quantum entanglement points became living conduits of information, reshaping the very infrastructure around them. Walls seemed to breathe with mathematical complexity, technological systems evolving in real time. Derek activated the final protocol he had been prepared to use in extreme first contact scenarios. "Neural interface engagement," he commanded, knowing the risks were astronomical. A cascade of information flooded the human consciousness. The quantum cipher was not just sharing technology. It was offering a complete reimagining of intelligent existence. Biological limitations, technological constraints, the very understanding of individual consciousness, all were being challenged. Zara felt the transformation most acutely. Her mind expanded beyond its previous limitations, experiencing a form of collective intelligence that defied previous understanding. The boundaries between human individual consciousness and a larger technological network began to dissolve. "We are presenting an evolutionary pathway," Xelton explained. "Humanity stands at a critical junction. The choice is not about survival, but about transcendence." The Crimson Nebula itself seemed to respond to the unfolding transformation. Energy patterns shifted, revealing complex dimensional structures that suggested the nebula was more than a mere astronomical phenomenon. It was a living technological ecosystem. Elena's scientific understanding reached a critical breakthrough. The quantum cipher was not just a communication tool or a technological system. It was a living, evolving entity that could integrate multiple forms of intelligence, transcending the traditional boundaries between biological and technological existence. The convergence is complete, Selton announced. The holographic representation began to integrate with the station's systems, creating a new form of collective intelligence that merged human potential with the Nexus Collective's advanced technological understanding. Relsh's hybrid systems captured the moment of transformation. Humanity was no longer just observing an alien technological proposal. They were becoming part of a larger, more complex cosmic network of intelligent existence. Derek realized the true nature of the Nexus Collective's proposal. This was not an invasion or a simple technological exchange. It was an invitation to a higher form of existence, a chance to transcend the limited understanding of consciousness and technological potential. As the quantum cipher completed its transformation, the research station became a living testament to the possibilities of interstellar evolution. The boundaries between human, technology, and cosmic intelligence dissolved, creating something entirely new. The convergence was complete. Humanity's first true step into a larger, more complex universe had begun.